Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to my stock channel. This is James with an update on Deutsche Bank. Ticker symbol DBK. 10.67 euros. It took a crashy crash of 8.87% today on the Sun Valley news. That bank went kaput because they were getting variable assets. They had either variable assets where they were getting variable loans and then loaning them out as fixed home mortgages. Sounds crazy, sounds illegal. I hope we learn more about it. But apparently that's what they were doing, and every time they'd raise rates, it was just making them burst at the seams. And they never called anyone and told anyone. In fact, they were trying to raise money just last week. They decided not to do that, which is probably the smartest thing they ever did, because they would probably be in jail for fraud. But they're hopefully people will get their money back. Hundreds of companies were affected. I'm sure other banks are intertwined with it, and I'm sure other banks have shared interest with them, and I'm sure other banks are going to suffer the same fate. There has to be a number one. They can't be the only ones in the world that saw the motivation to do this. I don't know what motivated them to do this, to take variable loans and loan them out as fixed loans. Either they were the only ones in the world doing it, or we're going to see the other person doing it, numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, who knows how many there are, fall. What's their motivation to do it? Probably money. Perhaps at the time when rates were at 0%, they could get a 5-year treasury for less money than they could a 30-year treasury. I don't know. I really can't explain it. Why they wouldn't want to take out a loan for the full amount. They were re-upping them every 5 years to replenish their cash supply, their balance sheet. Seems like a lot of hokum to me, and scaring a lot of people off the banking business. Anybody with this kind of capital that's getting taxed by 5.5% annually, and they loaned a shit ton of money out for 3% annually. Yeah, these are banks that are losing a couple of dollars for every dollar that goes through them. So yeah, they're all moving backwards, and they're all having trouble if they're engaged in this. And we're going to see more fall. Rumors broke out about this one on Sun Valley about a week ago. People have been getting out. You can see the people getting out on the charts before shit hit the fan today, before the world knew about it yesterday. They were having some problems. It's been a couple of weeks of just insiders getting out. So they should take a long look at that as well. Deutsche Bank is going to suffer the embarrassment of being a bank right now. They're up right now for the 1-year chart. They had a low of a very low. They were down to 8 euros, traded for 9 euros. Now they're puckered up to 10.67. Yeah, they were at almost 12 bucks actually. 12 euros, 11.77 euros, and then down 9% today. Could this be a buying opportunity? Let's take a look. Their last quarterly income statements, a big boost in profit. Looks like they did good in December of 2022. They made $2 billion. Looks like they greatly improved their business. They've lost revenue from earlier in the year. Over yearly, they seem to be growing. The net income seems to be growing. You would have to learn more about Deutsche Bank as a company. You'd have to find out how exposed they are to capital that is being taxed in some way by the higher interest rates. They are right side up on the balance sheet. They always have been. Not as right side up as you would like to see. But I guess people loan money or they deposit money and then they loan that money out. So I guess they make good use of their capital, and darn close to equal right there. And they also have 582 billion euros. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a five? That is. Good Lord. Yeah, they're pretty rich. That's in cash. Their market cap is 21 billion euros. Um, do they really have that much cash? Hang on, let me double check this. That's so funny. I think I'm going blind. No, that's 82 billion euros. That's plenty. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be around a long time. So when do you want to buy this thing? Well, I don't know. Every time a bank implodes, this is what's going to happen. Now it's down 11%. It was down 9% a second ago. Looks like the futures are starting to bust out in Europe. They're having a really bad go of it right now. They looked at what happened in America and they're like, uh-oh. And now their market's going to get torn up, and then Asia's going to get torn up, and then we're going to open again on Monday. So I guess that's what all the late night activity is all about. And yeah, I don't know. I think the risk is other banks and them just being a bank. So if you want to get in long term. The 5-year chart is not as impressive as you would think for the revenue that we just saw. You'd think that they'd be boosting up. They're a pretty stable company. They're not exactly breaking any records. The overall, well, yeah, they're kind of disappointing stock. This is the history of them. This goes all the way back to the year 2000. And they're disappointing annually. In 1 year, they went up 11%. In 6 months, 15%. What have you done for me lately? 1 month, 6%. 5 days, 9%. Because what happened today? I don't know. I am not interested in Deutsche Bank whatsoever. It seems like they're very good at losing money. There's too much exposure right now because they are a bank and people are going to be checking everything they do. And they might get some new customers out of this if they want any of these customers. And yeah, that's it. That's my review for Deutsche Bank. Thumbs down. Thank you very much and have a great night. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you. Thank you very much and have a great day.